Friends, day 2 of Riot Fest. I don't ask this question as a casual opener, but considering the state of everything,
waves hand around,
gestures wildly, how are you all actually doing right now?
You know, I'm holding it together. I'm trying to be thankful for the good shit, and I'm trying to just be aware of the bad, and I'm trying to take all the heart and love I have for the good stuff and channel that into action where I can.
I like that.
I think that's all you can really do, you know?
Yeah, that's beautifully said, Sonia.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm just trying to stay in most of my circles while, I can put the blinders on it. I think it's better for mental health overall.
Yeah.
Being around good people.
Yeah. A little bit of blinder, but at the same time, like, keep your eyes open at the same time. You gotta be aware.
It's really hard to find a good balance. I don't pretend that I know what that is yet, so
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes we turn to music when things are shitty. What music besides your own playing do you turn to listen to when things get rough?
Ooh. I mean, like, just like heavy shit. I think sometimes like something like I just like need loudness. I think it's why our music's so loud. It just drowns everything out. What have I been into lately?
That Lambrini Girls record, if you want to air some frustrations,
And they're playing tomorrow. We're very excited to be playing the same day as them.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to their set.
Yeah, that's a perfect record for just like a big middle finger to all of it.
Yeah, let's all rage together to the Lambrini Girls.
Yeah.
And then there's Beach Boys for some reason.
Sure. Yeah.
Well,
let's
one
rage
Beach
together.
Boy and a bunch of session musicians.
Yeah. You need a break.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
I don't know how I feel about that placement. It's going to be fun to watch. But as far as
the biggest pit you've ever seen.
Yeah, it's like when they had Jewel play at the Woodstock '99. It was like pure chaos, and then it's like they decided they're like, we also have Jewel here, and I think she like cried. It was, yeah.
yeah, last year was the B-52s. I was like,
Oh, cool.
all right, okay. I don't get it, but I enjoyed it.
Oh yeah.
So maybe, you know what? Maybe the Beach Boys will be the good distraction that we need from.
Yeah. You need a break. You need a moment. You need a moment.
Yes. Y'all just released the single for Nosebleed. Describe the song for new listeners who have yet to hear it to encourage them to.
I just think it's one of those songs that lives as kind of one of those like breakup anthems, but it's weird because like I'm happily married for almost 10 years to Annie. So it's weird to write like that kind of song. But a friend of mine was just talking about their breakup, and it's that feeling of like where you're like, I'm so over it, I'm definitely over it. You can like someone's like talking about how over it they are, but then you're like, you're not really though. Like you could totally like see through like you're like the wall you're putting up is pure glass, and like you're not over it, and you still like stalk that person online, that whole thing.
Anyone who talks about a breakup that much is not over it.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
Yeah.
Who came up with the treatment for the music video?
Yeah. So.
It was kind of a combination of you and the director.
Yeah.
I feel like you offered up the love lies bleeding essence, and Tayden took it and ran with it.
Yeah, I kind of had this idea of doing like a campy like training type like video of us going into like a macho gym and then being like kind of like our wimpy selves, except for you're kind of ripped. And then Tayden kind of got it and was like, can I make it like a little like love story type thing between you and Annie? And I was like, yeah, totally. That sounds like really on the nose. So yeah.
On the nose also.
Yes.
Excellent. Really appreciated that. I know it was not intentional, but I'm going with it anyway.
I love it.
What role do music videos play in 2025 when there's no longer a channel dedicated to it?
It's kind of sad to see because it's like, so I feel like every music video is just reduced to a 9:16 frame, and it's like for like 30 seconds, and you're like, you go through, like, I love a music video. Like, I love making a music video. I love like coming up with concepts. I like watching music videos. And it is sad sometimes to be like, you go through the effort of making with this like amazing team of people. You have a director, you have a producer, you have like all these people coming in and making this like art essentially project, and then it's just like people are just going to see it in these like chopped up clips. But hopefully they go to YouTube and they'll watch the whole thing. I still like making them. I still think it's a fun way to extend the music. Yeah.
How does Nosebleed represent your sound on Feels Like Hell?
I think it's one of the ones that's kind of cornerstone Weekend Friends. Like, I feel like it's one of those songs that like it's an ode to the older sound a
Yeah,
little
like,
bit.
it couldn't be on any of our records.
Right.
Where we did like flex a little bit more on this one and ventured into new territory, but we were like, Nosebleed is our keystone.
Yeah.
We are still Weakended Friends. It's an anchor on the record.
Yeah.
Who or what inspired the songwriting on this new LP?
So Annie inspired me because I think I'm usually who's like writing most of the songs by myself, well, historically, and this one she came in as a co-write. So getting to just get in a room and work together like that, and have her be like, okay, you're being lazy, like say what you mean, say the point, or like,
Is there a better way to say this?
yeah, and just kind of like being in the room with me, like working on it was really cool. So yeah, really inspired by you.
Aww. And how is it an evolution of sound since Common Blah?
I think it's like, you still have a through line. We're still just like, we're not reinventing the wheel. We're just like a, loud 3-piece rock band. But I think there's been an evolution in just the band itself. Like we've really grown, and I think with this one we've just challenged ourselves to like do things that like I don't think I would have been able to do however many years ago, 2018. So yeah, just kind of coming into our sound. Yeah.
And the album comes out October 10th. I see that there's on your website encouraging fans to pre-order. What does that do? How do you benefit as a band when your fans pre-order an album?
Yeah.
Because I feel like we don't understand that process anymore because everything is like stream.
Well, I mean, buying the tangible, like actual records and like the merch is one of the only ways bands can actually like sustain and continue being a band. It's like, it's great to get like big numbers on TikTok and stuff, but like at the same time, buying tickets to concerts and buying records still is the ultimate goal. TikTok's just like the media you're using to like get people to that step. So pre-ordering the record's great. People are interested, like heading into like a tour, especially for a new record. It's like just seeing the pre-orders coming in, seeing people buying the tickets. It's like, you're going to get into a room and it's going to be a good time.
But pre-saving specifically.
Oh, saving. Oh, I don't know. To get like the algorithm to look at you, so that then people could buy the records and actually come to shows.
I know, I'm sure it has something to do with the algorithm, but as the artist, it was interesting to see the numbers from past records.
Yeah, the
stack
growth.
up to the news. Yeah, you see your growth. And
it just feels good to know people are listening, and hopefully we'll come to shows and stuff.
Yeah. Speaking of TikTok and social, do you feel an obligation to be on social media and post at a certain frequency, or is it like, oh sure, I'll take my phone? Like for some people, it's an instinct.
Yeah.
It is not an instinct for me.
Yeah, no, it's not my instinct. Like it's interesting. I work in marketing for like a concert venue, and it's like it is how my brain thinks a little bit, but just like the pace of it is a lot. And sometimes I'm just like, I just want to sit and write music and play it live and not really have to then condense that into social media. But at the end of the day, it's like that's how a lot of people, and myself, and I can speak for all of us, like it's how we consume so much of our world. It's how we get to see things. And like there have been times I've just been doing the doom scroll and I've come across like a band that ends up being something I really enjoy. So you kind of have to do it. You have to be there, and it's you hope that it'll find the right people.
What are your goals for the new album?
I just bigger.
Wembley.
Yeah.
Say what you mean. I like it.
Dress for the job you want.
Hey, I wouldn't say no. I mean, just more of this, playing cool festivals, playing cool shows, like just onward and upward. I mean, like hopefully more people just find the record and connect to it, and we can keep doing this because it's our favorite thing to do.
Describe how you made your set list for Riot Fest without using the word banger.
Wait, what was the word?
Banger.
Okay, well, we had a 30-minute window to work with, which always makes it interesting. And you want to put your best selves forward. So it's hard.
That was right.
Yeah. You gotta put all killer, no filler.
I'll take that as well. Do you prefer playing outdoor festivals like this or a more intimate indoor club?
They both have things I like. I mean, these are like, I feel like a big festival is just like super hyped up. You're like here. There's so many other artists around, so you get to like see a bunch of people, see a bunch of friends, see a bunch of new music, which is really exciting. But at times it also can be overwhelming. Where like sometimes when it's just like a club show and you're on tour, you're like locked in, and it's like it's gonna be like the same. Like it's it's a little bit more controlled. Where sometimes festivals can be a little chaotic. But Riot Fest so far has everything, pretty dialed in, so not too chaotic.
There is something about the festival. I don't want to say chaos, but just the speed at which everything has to happen that adds to the adrenaline factor, and I love it.
Yeah.
What's up next after Riot Fest?
So the tour, we're going on our Feels Like Hell tour for supporting our record Feels Like Hell out October 10th. The tour kicks off on October 16th, and that's just part one. And then we are announcing a West Coast tour pretty soon. That is going to be the second chapter of that tour. So yeah, just touring the record, putting out the record, and that's about it.
Excellent. We'll stay tuned for much more from Weekend Friends. This is Jackie. Thanks to In the Key of Change
All right.
and Chorus FM.